Well, that was some randomness. How's it going anyway, folks? I hope you're all doing really good. I just did a video on another Yamaha Pacifica, and I figured I'd shoot this one right out behind it. I'm pretty tired, so I did my best. This is a cheaper model here. I bought this used from a kid on that Facebook thing, the Market Town thing, Marketplace, whatever it is. Anyway, I bought this guitar with a Roland Micro Cube amp and a cord, and I think a guitar strap. There was no gig bag with it or anything like that. And I bought it for 80 bucks with the amp and the cord and the strap. The fret ends were really sharp, so I had to address that, which wasn't a big deal. Straighten the neck out. You know, it's got a few scratches and stuff in it, but it is what it is. It's basically the same guitar as the expensive version of this, except for the woods are a little different, I think. It's still nice. It's got a pretty good weight to it, actually. It doesn't feel like, you know, styrofoam. The electronics in this one is probably a lot cheaper. I think these were a couple hundred, $259, something like that. New, maybe. I don't really remember. But it's basically the same thing. I mean, the headstock's the same. The tuners are actually pretty good on this, too. I mean, there's no brand on them, but we'll look at them in a second. It's got a humbucker like the other one, so a little out of tune as well. So you got a humbucker, and then you just got the basic 5-way Strat thing. Now you just heard me play, you know, I was just messing around, noodling with a couple chords, but I kept switching back and forth between, you know, pickups during that. But so here's the neck, really nice and rich sounding. Here's these two. Strat clock to it. It's just beautiful. That position on this guitar versus the expensive one, I'm gonna have to say this one wins. The neck pickup on the other one's pretty sweet too, but they're different, you know, it's just saying different. This one, that's my favorite. Let's go to the middle. Little harsh, but it's there. It's not, I've heard worse. Let's say that. Okay, so the middle and the humbucker. Not bad. It's stratty still, surprisingly. Usually when you add a humbucker that goes away, but still got the clock. Now here's the humbucker. It's pretty, I don't really like it on a clean channel. With distortion or something, I'm sure it's pretty nice. It's pretty much sunk almost into the pick guard too, so. I really like this tone in it. Almost sounds compressed, like you're using a pedal or something. It's real squishy. You know, I find uses for that sound in places, but some guys may not like that. But to me, I really enjoy that sound. You can really attack it, and it's responding to that attack, so to speak. You know, that's what I'm experiencing. Let's throw her up on the bench, take a little peek at it, show you what I'm talking about. Okay, folks, here we are, right on the bench. I hope everybody's doing really good out there. It's been a pretty nice day in the old state of Maine today. Been doing a lot of mowing, so this is probably going to be my last video today. This is my second one, but I wanted to do these two Yamaha Pacificas kind of back to back. I could even do another video like A, B, you know, with them. Anyway, this is a really inexpensive one, but it's the same body shape. It's contoured the same. It has a different, the other one had a Wilkinson trim, so it was updated, but this one ain't bad, and it stays in tune remarkably well when you use it. You know, I was doing some pretty, not really, you know, aggressive stuff with it, but usually if you even just shake them a little bit, if they're no good, you're out of tune. So, yeah, I bought this for $80 off a young kid, and he was just giving up, and his parents bought it for him for Christmas or something. His dad was with him. I talked to him. They were nice people. I told him I'd put it to good use, so he was glad to see it go to a good home. It's got the same headstock as the other one. I have the truss rod cover on my bench here. I'm going to put it back on. I just tweaked it a little bit and straightened it out. It wasn't bad, though. Other than that, like I said, this thing is in pretty decent shape. I mean, this young kid probably beat it up a little bit. It's got a few scratches on the back, and, you know, he didn't play it much. I don't think he even played it at all. It probably just leaned in the corner mostly, like they all do. But it was a good buy, and, you know, with a little work, the fret ends was sharp. It felt like, you know, a skill saw blade going up down the neck. It was terrible. It's good now. I filed them off and cleaned everything up and polished them when I changed the strings. Once you do that, you're in. Then it's a good guitar. You know, the tuners are good on this. They're no name brand, like I said, but they stay good. You know, it's got just a big one-ply thick plastic guard. I don't know how the volume knob faded and the other one didn't. Maybe it was just where the sun come in through the window certain times of day where the kid had it or something. I don't know, but that's how I got it. So I will say this. One of these right here versus a Squire, I am going to have to say I'd go with one of these. It's a full thickness body. I like the volume, one tone. Honestly, it's way easier to run and play. I think once you got used to that, you'd like it, honestly. It's a pretty cool little setup. You know, they don't put Squire on theirs. They write Pacifica, Yamaha, the emblem, just like the expensive one I did in the other video. Ibanez does the same thing. They don't, if it's an Ibanez guitar, it's an Ibanez guitar. They don't, they don't put anything different on it. So, like I said, the appointments are pretty decent on this guitar for the price. For a couple $100, I mean, you can probably buy these for $100 anywhere, nowadays. I'd flip $100 bill for one of these. It's well worth it. Just clean the fret ends up and do it right. And, it's a good platform at least to start modding from or something. If you don't want to do a full scale build or something, the body, like I said, it's the right thickness. It's decent woods, good construction. I'd say win-win over a Squire. That's my opinion. You guys, I don't know if you've played any of these, but I'm not saying every Squire, so don't tear me to pieces in the comment section and stuff, guys. But based on a lot of Squires that I've played, I think this is probably a better setup. It's definitely as good as any top line Squires I've played. I will say that. I hate to compare, apples to apples. They're guitars, but, sometimes, I think these need less work. Like I said, now, a few things I will point out. A lot of the Squires, the tuners are terrible. They won't even hold in tune. From my experience, these are decent. They're staying, they feel good. They're not, they don't have like chunky, clunky feelings and when you're turning them. And, it stays in tune remarkably well, like I said. So there you have it. If you're ever considering a Yamaha Pacifica, even the cheapest model they make is decent. The Stratty cluck sound in that position right there, to me, sounds, it's winning me over pretty bad compared to my real Strats and stuff. I don't know what it is about this, but I know they're cheap pickups probably. They're not microphonic. I meant to mention that too. Okay, guys, thanks for checking this one out. I hope everybody's gonna keep subscribing and liking my channel. I'll get some new videos out here soon, maybe tomorrow. We'll see what's happening. All right, take good care. We'll see you soon.